all, guys, frankly, I'm very excited to have each and every one of you here. So, whether you're part of our Launchpad or you're just curious about the future of I can say that you're in the right place by being live in this session. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to explore about why agentic AI is the biggest shift in AI right now and how you can ride this wave and what our launchpad journey would look like. Okay, that's the overall agenda of this session. Now, before we dive in, I want to give a quick, big congratulations to those of you who are part of our launchpad officially. So, for everyone who is joining us for the first time, whether through social media, YouTube, or our wider community, so consider this session as your invitation so that you can step into the future with us. And I want to let you know that this is not another workshop, it's the beginning of something amazing where you can actually help you to position yourself as a leader in this agentic AI. Now, before I share the screen, I'll also share you a quick story about me or quick information about me. So I'm Nachiket. I'm AI instructor and a mentor at Manifold AI Learning. And I've got an opportunity to work with the enterprises, soft startups as a consultant, and I've also had an opportunity to interact with thousands of learners who actually wanted to break into this AI and ML ops. And over the last few years, I've seen one thing very clearly that traditional AI skills are no longer enough. That is the traditional skills of preparing the data or performing the training. So it is helping us to perform the day to day job, but to ensure that we are able to move further and to make ourselves, uh, I'll say, the future proof with the way this AI is progressing, these skills are no longer enough. Now, the world is actually moving to agentic AI. That is the AI which doesn't just answer the question, but which has got an ability to think and plan and even act like the autonomous teammate, just like we would have a teammate, right? That's how these agentic AI systems have got the capability. And my mission with Manifold AI Learning is very simple, is to help you become future ready and be among the top, what we call it as top 1% of AI professionals who master this space. Now, why this agentic AI is very important and what's so special about it? Well, folks, if you think about it, earlier, like it's just like yesterday. I'll not say, even if I say it as earlier, it might sound very back, but even just, I'll say the matter of few months, like I'll say that a few months back, when we talk about AI, it was just about chatbot. It was great at answering whatever the questions that we had. Like think of the initial initial versions of ChatGPT if you had the chance to interact with. So what it had was, so it was very good in answering that question. Like that's what a typical chatbot or that's what the typical applications were all about. So it was good in answering the questions, but all those were passive in nature. But if you look at the today's AI, it's agentic AI. That means whenever you give any task, the system can actually break down a task, reason about the steps, use the external tools, and get things done for you. There are various applications which has been built on this agentic AI, and it is changing the way that we've been doing the work. Now, I'll give you one example, okay? Like one common one, and I'll just consider one example. Maybe we'll take one example. The example that I'll take is this. So here, the one example that I can give right now is, especially in this agentic AI, which comes into my mind is the cursor. So the cursor is an example of an agentic AI system. And if you just think about it, it just started as the platform which can help us in maybe perform the coding or able to provide some documentation. And the way this, uh, I'll say the program or this overall application have been matured is it's in a way it can autonomously think, plan, act, and take the action. Let's take up a simple example. Okay, I'm going to ask us create an application with Streamlit Python where I can where it's a calculator. It's a random thing that I'm asking right now, where I'm asking as create an application with Streamlit Python where it's a calculator. So the intention or the idea of the session is not about learning the coding and all those things. So like I just want to show you the flow. Earlier, or if you have used any of these kind of software, it was just able to, it was working like a chatbot. It was great at answering that question. Now, if you take a look at it, the way these agentic AI systems are working is it's able to think. It says that I'll create a Streamlit calculator application for you. Let me start creating the necessary file, setting up the project structure. It has thought about it. It has planned it. It says first it has to create the requirements.txt, then main calculator app. These are the step-by-step that it has to take. Okay. And then what it went ahead is it went ahead and created the requirements.txt file. Now, once this is done, it is now going ahead and creating my main application. And just like if when you, by the time I finish explaining what is happening, we'll have an application ready for us. So what it seemed like a simple chatbot where it was just answering the question has moved to a situation where the capability of thinking, planning, acting, and then able to learn from its mistake has been implemented automatically in these systems. So that means it has graduated from just being a chatbot to an autonomous agent, which is able to plan, perform the action, and after it performs the action, it also, like for now, it is also giving me the entire thing as what I need to do in order to run this application. Okay, so that's how or that's why you'd see a lot of shift that is happening in this industries in each and every industry. Now, if you think that, if you see the what we call it as the most in demand, the developers application or this developers role is is being automated in this manner. Think about the roles that we are dependent on manually these days. Like, for example, it can be analysis of logs, or it can be uh, working in a testing project, or creating the test cases, performing the documentation, analyzing the document, or formatting some Excel document as an analyst. So the agents or these autonomous agents, you can see that it's changing the way that we are interacting with these applications and the way that we think about working with software right now. And that brings us to the point as why it should matter right now, why agentic AI should matter right now. So as you can clearly see, the things that we were thinking about in a toy project, okay, those toys have been like the way that we have started seeing the adoption is like the enterprises are moving so fast and they no longer need the assistants. Now they are looking at building these kind of autonomous agents. So the one application that I'm showing you, it's in the coding domain. Similarly, what businesses are developing right now is these agentic AI systems are being developed in areas such as the in the areas such as performing the research, like research co-pilot. Instead of me browsing through the websites, we can have this research agent which can actually go ahead and perform the task. Or I'll give you one example as well, which we were checking out in our platform as well. It's called as Second Brain Labs. We were just checking out. I was personally trying out this application, but the way that this is happening is this is for the sales. Now, if you think about the way the companies are operating, let's say the sales or customer service, the sales team has to reach out to the individual person, and then based on the interaction with the individual person, you will then go ahead and take the next action. That means close the deal. Now, with the agentic AI, this is an application called Second Brain Labs, where we just tried and we were able to upload just the contact. Some of you might have received the automated bot as well. Like if you have received it, is actually based on this tool which we were trying out, where the agentic AI was actually able to perform the conversation, take the conversation with that particular user, and then let me see if I can share you the part. Okay, I'll just take the screenshot and show you because some of them has got okay, just give me 1 second. I'll hide the personal details so that you'll be able to see. Okay. Because there are a lot of personal details are available. Uh, to be able to, I don't want to show it here in the screen sharing session. Okay. So this is a product that we were trying out. Just take a look at it. So automatically the software program or this agent, what it started doing is, this is a conversation that happened on the WhatsApp. Okay. So it just went ahead and started asking us, is this a good time to chat? And remember, it's an AI agent that was speaking. And it's when he said yes. And then, are you familiar with this agentic AI? Yes. And then that's good to hear. And then we just go ahead and started having the conversation with the user. And trust me, when we say this, like with just this chatbot itself, like I would say that around 5 learners got actually enrolled into this agentic AI launchpad, that is this program. So that means the products that you see right now, which are actually based on this AI agent, it's changing the way that we are using the application or the business is actually performing the work. Now, if there was a sales team which was actually doing this kind of outreach, we actually call it as an outreach, then think about that particular role with the help of this agent, how it will be impacted. So that's how these industries or the enterprises are actually evolving. So with all these applications that we see right now, so one thing is clear, this agentic AI is not just a hype right now. It's a market where it's skyrocketing. Now, if you plan to position yourself right now, you will be ahead of 99% of professionals who are just stuck at chatbot level or who are just stuck at, let's say, some other field. So, what is the roadmap that's being followed in this agentic AI launchpad that we have got? Here, when we talk about this roadmap, so this is your 8-step roadmap that we have in this agentic AI launchpad. So in this 8-step roadmap, you follow a structured path, which would help you to have a strong foundation, which will give you the capability to build the AI agents. You'll start with mastering the AI and the AI agent, understanding the foundations about it, and mastering the tools, especially the Python programming and the important language that are being used to create such AI agent. Then the third module is about the building the single agent system. The fourth module is how you can add a memory, which is basically what we call it as the context memory. In some cases, we also use it as the short-term memory. And how does a multi-agent would work? You will learn about the foundational concepts around it, and you will also build a project with two agents exchanging the task. And you will also equip the agents that you create with the help of tools such as the calculator, text analyzer, lookups, so that you would enable the system to have the additional capability. And you'll also understand at a very high level what are the safety and guardrails work in this agentic AI. So by completing this 7 module, the 8th module is your capstone project where you would go ahead and build your own AI assistant using the memory, tools, and finally, you'll be able to earn the graduation certificate. So this is how your agentic AI launchpad is all about, guys. So as I mentioned, so once you complete it, you will be having the enough skills so that you can then go ahead and implement it at your enterprise scale by learning about additional skill set. It could be the Kubernetes or other things which are suitable for your organization. You can then actually explore about the advanced steps once you're familiar with these. So this is what your 8-step learning journey in this Launchpad would look like. And I want to let you know, guys, for all the Launchpad folks who are here, your each and every module will have a certificate. So each and every module will be will have a certificate from Manifold AI Learning. So that would help you to ensure that you see the progress in your individual learning path, and that will also enable you to showcase your the skill set and the progress that you have done with your network. Like it could be LinkedIn or any other platform, so that you can share your progress and help you with your resume building and building your credibility in this domain. Okay, so you'll have a certificate in this foundations of AI and AI agent, Python and essential tools. You'll have you'll get a separate certificate once you complete the unit on the single agent systems. When you add the agent memory, that will have its own certificate. So each and every module will have its certificate. And at the end, you'll also have the final capstone project, that is final graduation certificate. So this is how your Launchpad will be designed, guys. Now it follows the same structure that we used to follow in our learning path as well. If you have been our earlier silver members, we used to call it our silver membership. So think of it in the same way. Like each week, you will be getting the content on that specific module, and in that specific Thursday, we'll meet just like we are meeting today. In the same time, we'll be meeting on our weekly inner circle call, which happens at Thursday 9:30, which is our mentorship call, where I would actually implement the hands-on related to that particular module. So that would ensure that you not only have the opportunity to learn at your own pace, but also have the opportunity to ask questions in our mentorship session, and more importantly, see the implementation in action. So this is how your learning journey would be in this Agentic AI Launchpad. As you can clearly see, it's not just a theory. I'll say it's a practical oriented program. So by the end of this Launchpad, you have built your own agentic system, which has got the capability of tools and the foundational safety implemented on it, so that you can start working towards making it to the advanced level. Now, let me give you a quick teaser as how does an AI agent would look like when something is built. Okay, so there's a very simple demo that has been created. So this is a very simple demo which has been created with the LangChain library, where it has been integrated with the search engine called DuckDuckGo Search. It's one of the hands-on activity that you would be doing in your module. This one, the tools and action, right? You will also have the searching capability. You will be implementing this similar integration over there. So it's a very simple agent where you have your own bot, which has got the tool connection with this DuckDuckGo search. So whenever you mention any question over here for your agent, it will check in its memory if it is present. If it is present, it will go ahead and answer it. If it's not present, it would go ahead and perform the web search and retrieve the answer for us. I'm using the OpenAI model in the backend. Now, let me tell you, and let me show you the demonstration first about how this is different from the OpenAI model. And I want to let you know few important things. I'm sure like it would be new to you, but I want to let you know this. Whenever you're uh, working with the chat GPT, okay? So when you're working with the chat GPT, this is actually an application created by OpenAI. And when you want to build your own solution for your enterprises, you can make use of the models that is available in this GPT platform, but that model will not have the same capability as you would see in the chat GPT. Like I'll tell you an example, okay? If I ask a question as, who won, let's say, uh, women WC yesterday. Okay, if I ask this question, so it's able to answer that says that Women's World Cup, England beat Bangladesh by 4 wickets. Now, this is the response that I'm getting. If you just get a model from the OpenAI, okay, this is an model that we have. Okay, I'll just go ahead and ask the same question. Who won the Women World Cup yesterday? It is using the, let's say, the latest model. Okay. I'll just give you a very example. I'll give a particular ask, okay? Women's World Cup, England versus Bangladesh. I'll go very specific and ask, who won Women's World Cup, England versus Bangladesh yesterday? Now, when I was able to ask this question in the chat GPT, as I mentioned, it's an application, which is actually an agentic AI application created by OpenAI team. It is able to give me the answer based on the newspaper article that is Guardian, that England has won. But if I ask just the GPT-5 model, the latest model, and if I ask the same question, who won Women's World Cup, England versus Bangladesh yesterday, just see the response. The assistant is loading. And by the time it loads, you just look into the previous answer that was by the chat GPT, like GPT model. I'll not call it as chat GPT. The GPT model said as, did you mean Women's World Cup in which sport? And it just, okay, we have this answer loaded. See, Women's World Cup with England versus Bangladesh, most possible refers to the cricket since yesterday is ambiguous. I'll assume you mean ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2024 and the winner is England. That means it is referring to the match that was in October 2025, 24. Okay. I'll say uh, October 2025. Let me make it and cricket. Okay, let's be more specific and let's see if it is able to answer again. Okay. Then I'll take you to the bot that we have created that will give you the comparison as what kind of applications that you'd be building in this overall learning journey of Launchpad, and that will give you a perspective. See, when I ask this question, it says that the knowledge cutoff goes up to only October 2024. I don't have the live or 2025 results. That means By default, whenever you're working with any AI model, it is just a model which can process the information. It does not have the access to the tool. And when we say that, okay, you're going to build an agentic AI system which has got the capability of tool, you're going to have the connection from this GPT model to a tool. It can be a search tool. Okay. So one famous search tool is DuckDuckGo. And using that search tool, you will give the same capability just like that you would see in the chat GPT. If I ask the same question to the bot that has been built for this demo purpose, who won the Women's World Cup, and I'm asking the same question, October 2025. England won Women's World Cup match against Bangladesh, October 7, 2025, by 4 wickets. So this is the kind of application that you would be building with us in this Agentic AI Launchpad. Now, folks, how can you succeed, or what are the things that you need in order to succeed in this Agentic AI journey? So first and foremost, stay engaged in our community. So for those of you who have joined in our learning platform, so you have the option of community. You'll be able to post your questions in this community. So whenever you're stuck, or whenever there's any win, this is an opportunity for you to go ahead and create a post in this community. I'll be there, and along with that, your co-learners will be there. Stay engaged in the community. And the next important thing, which is very, very important for your success, is block 5 to 7 hours per week. And folks, I'm not going to say that have one hour per week or 1 hour per day. I know that's not possible, but just like you have a fixed appointment that, okay, I have a daily call which happens at this time in your office work. In the same way, I want you to block it in the calendar about 5 to 7 hours per week in your calendar. The reason is, see, you're here with me on this day one, you're excited, and you would be able to progress. And day two will be in this day one Josh. And I'll say 1 week will be okay with the Josh that you would be having. And every Thursday we'll be meeting. But as and when the weeks progress, if you depend on yourself for this memory, there's a very high chance that as a human, we get distracted. But I want you to get the result. Now, to get the result, block 5 to 7 hours per week that is dedicated for you to learn. And also block your calendar for every Thursday at this 9:30 p.m., which will be our weekly inner circle call. So this is that would help you to stay in touch and master this journey with us. Okay. And as and when you're progressing, wherever you're stuck, just post your questions in this community so that me and other learners from this community will be able to answer and share your wins, share your challenges. Because as and when you start implementing, as and when you start progressing, like, the growth will happen through the feedback that you would get from me as well as your co-learners. So be an active participant in this Agentic AI Launchpad. So with this, I congratulate each and every one of you. For those of you who are already part of our Launchpad, guys. Now, for others, I want to let you know that you've got a big opportunity right now. The Agentic AI Launchpad is open for enrollment. And what you would get in this Agentic AI Launchpad is the 8-module structured learning path that I've just described to you. All the information is here in this website, but I'll quickly explain the benefits. So you will have a mentorship call, which happens on every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. IST. And I want to let you know one important thing, guys. This program comes with 7-day money back guarantee. And for some reason, you're not happy with the way that we are progressing, or you're not able to, let's say, connect with me, or if this is if you think that this part doesn't resonate with you, so we have 7-day money back guarantee. But if you're doubtful, I recommend you not just buy, don't buy it. But if you're in doubt and if you think that you can do it, then only I would recommend you to go ahead and buy. But for your peace of mind, I just want to let you know that we have 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. And the first module will be dropping on 17th of October, and we'll also be meeting again on our next week as well. I'll help you to do a system setup before we launch the first module so that you will have everything ready, which is helpful for you to kickstart your agentic AI journey with us. Okay. Each week we'll be launching a module that would ensure that you as a learner will progress in a structured learning path. And I want to let you know, you'll have the lifetime access to those sessions recording. That is the 8 modules that we are talking about. You'll have the lifetime access to those, as well as you'll have the lifetime access to the recordings of these mentorship session. You'll have the access to our community, and the whatever the updates that we would be doing for this module, you'll be getting those updates for free. Okay. When it comes to the price, so it's 4,999 INR for Indian learners. For international, it is 69 USD. It's for the lifetime access. And with this, as I mentioned, you'll be unlocking these things. You'll have the unlock to our Launchpad module, like just lifetime access to those module, which is worth 10,000, weekly mentorship calls, which is worth 15,000, your capstone project, which is worth 10,000. That's what you would be unlocking. You'll have our community access within our platform, which is worth 5,000. Python Foundation bonus, which will be provided for you for free. This would ensure that irrespective of where you are in this learning journey, you'll be able to master it. That's worth 3,000. And certification for each and every module, which is worth 3,000. So you'll be getting the worth more than 45,000 with just 4,999. So for those of you who are looking at it, I highly recommend you to check this out. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to let me know. And okay, I can see some learners have mentioned right here. KG has a question right here, which says that this is course applicable for AI engineer. Definitely KG. So the AI engineer is, I'll say, this is the hottest skill right now, whether you're working as an AI engineer or working in any other domain. Does this course useful for DevOps and how it will be? That's a very good question. Okay. So while I answer that, if you have any other questions, do let me know, team. Okay. Now, while we are talking, I just want to share, I just want to welcome Navan for being part of our Agentic AI Launchpad. So thank you so much, Naman. Let me just get the name correctly. My apologies. My team is sending the name. Okay, thank you, Navan Namala. So I welcome you for this Agentic AI Launchpad. I think you've just registered on the session. So thank you so much. Okay. And yes, so KG has a question. Is this useful for DevOps? So to think about it, KG, right now, whenever your, let's say, a Kubernetes is not working, or there's an error log, you're depending on, let's say, your manual memory to perform some analysis. Now, with this agentic AI system built, you can actually bring in the agent, which can actually, you can actually build a solution which can analyze those logs and tell you what could be a solution. If you connect the knowledge base or the previous ticket incident, it will also let you know what is the thing that you have to fix in your DevOps pipeline, such that it can ensure that it will not happen again. So that's an advantage. Okay. Any other questions, team? Okay, there are a few questions, Anil, about which ID are you using. So that was an example of cursor ID. Raja, the answer is cursor. 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 Okay, Sanjay, I think your questions are answered right now. Okay, Bala has a question as what will be the percentage of coding? I would say every module has got coding involved, Bala. Do you have a video to audit the codes? Yeah, so you can do one thing. Just text us on this WhatsApp number. You can just check out the same. Uh, you just mentioned the number. Just reach out on this WhatsApp number. They'll be able to assist you. Like for the self-paced course, like example, you can check out our, let's say, our manifold layer learning Udemy. So we've got more than 57,000 learners. So you can check out our instructor profile there. In case if you already have the access, you can just check out our, let's say, the teaching methodology over there as well. Okay. I'll say most of the courses is more than 4.3, 4.4 star. So yeah. All right. Any other questions, team? And Francisco says you just obtain 50% promo code. Yes, Francisco, we do have it. I'm just texting you right away. So we have that combo at $99. So let me share, do one thing, just reach out to our support number. They'll be able to assist you with this special link, okay, for the combo. So for the learners to give the context, uh, there was a question about the Agentic AI, a course on Agentic AI on NVIDIA certification. So yeah, so that's the same. Okay. Thank you, Francisco. Okay. Any other questions, team? Okay. Thank you so much again, guys. Okay. There's one more question. KJ says, what are the tools and frameworks we're going to learn? LinkedIn, Fast API, Streamlit. So these are the frameworks that you'd be learning, LangGraph. So the same frameworks which are being used in industry right now. So as it's a pure hands-on coding, we'll be using the tools which are used for your end-to-end projects. Okay. Any other questions, team? Okay. Thank you so much again, guys. Okay. I'll be here on call for answering any other questions that you might have. Okay. Thank you again for joining in. I'll just switch off my video, but in case if you have got any questions, please type in the chat window. I'll be able to answer again, guys. Okay. So there's one more question as okay, for the register learners, when do we meet? Okay. So I'll also share one more portal information as well. So once you are registered in our platform, guys, so you'll be able to access the call details under the workshops. So once you go to the portal, learn.manifoldailearning.com, or if you just go to our manifoldailearning.com, log into our portal. Okay, once you log in, so you'll be redirected to this page. Okay, after you perform the login, and go to the workshop. And from here, you can access your calls. Okay. So you'll be able to see the calls. I think your call list will get updated by this within Wednesday. You'll be able to see the call updates. But here is where you'll be able to see the session update, and you'll be able to access all your courses from here. As I mentioned, your first module will be released on 17th of October. So currently it's in draft status. We'll mark it to live on 17th of October. Okay, you'll be able to see the modules like this. Okay. Now there's a question. Sure. Let me share the link. Sriram. Okay, there's a question. Okay, let me check. Okay, so just give me 1 second. So Likit, just one question that I have. Can you please confirm your email ID? Will just check right away. Don't worry. Just text here. Okay, okay. I've just texted you the support number, Likit, so they'll be able to assist you. Don't worry. Thank you, Likit. Okay, so any other questions, team? Okay, any other question, guys? I think I've answered most of the questions here. So if anyone else has any other question, let me know. Okay. So Sriram, this image that you see, that's the full information that we have, Sriram. The one that you see here in this page. Like if you have got any specific questions, I can answer, Sriram, or the support team can answer. Okay. So thank you so much again, guys. And uh, so, folks, thank you again for staying with me till here. So even though it's a weekday and you still made time, and thank you for joining in with me. If you're part of our launchpad, I'm excited to seeing you. I'm excited to see you on our next week where I'll help you set up your system, and we'll continue meeting on our registered learners. And if you think that this is not a right time, it's fine, guys. Whenever you feel that you resonate with us, you can continue to continue your learning journey with me. Stay in touch, guys. We'll also be conducting many free sessions as well. So if I would invite each and every one of you as well to those free session, learn more, and whenever you feel ready, and we'll be able to welcome you at that time. But I just want to say thank you for taking your time and being here with us. So I look forward to seeing you next time, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Okay, Amol, send links. Sure, let me share the link again. Here is the link, Amol. Thank you, guys. I've just sent for everyone as well. Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, I see a question. Sai says, sir, give me 2 minutes. Rama, okay. Rama says 2 minutes, I'm registering. Sure. So, folks, I'll just be switching off my video and the audio, but in case if you have got any question, just text in the chat window, guys. I'll be here to answer questions. I can see some